Hello everybody, we're opening it up with a different sound tonight. I'm your night DJ here on KPOEM, K-Pone. I'm the night gardener, I'm the night DJ, I'm the night moves, I'm the night casserole maker, and the night gardener. I already said that. I just garden, if you're wondering why I keep referring to myself as a gardener. What's up, everybody? Here we are. It's Monday, May 25th, in the time of COVID-19. I'm here to say hi. I'm here to check in with you guys. I'm here to read something to you. What's new with you? What's new with me? Well, I can't hear you right now, but I'm assuming you got some new stuff going on. I know I do. And it's called Animal Crossing, my new obsession. Now, I've mentioned this on here before. I have a problem where I become very obsessed with video games. And this is why I actually don't play video games, because mama's got shit to do, you know what I'm saying? And video games aren't really a priority, but they become a priority the second I start playing them. They become the only priority. And Animal Crossing might be the most addictive damn game I've ever attempted. So I just started Animal Crossing, and I am completely obsessed. Now, I don't have a thing yet. I want to reach out to you guys and see if I can visit your islands and all of that, because it seems like once I posted one photo of my island, which Damien took over one day and put about, and I'm not exaggerating, at least 150 fires all over my island. He hijacked my island and made it look insane. And there's like old tin drums and bonfires and campfires and barbed wire fences and all this stuff. It's insane. But I kind of love it. So that's the backdrop to my peaceful island with every kind of flower imaginable and coconuts and oranges and peaches and all that. Anyway, my point is I don't have a Nintendo account yet, so I'm going to figure out how to start to be friends with some of you guys, because it turns out pretty much everybody plays Animal Crossing, and I had no idea. And I'm using Damien's son's Nintendo Switch. And then I didn't realize it's hard to find a Nintendo Switch, so I just got lucky. Never did I think I would even pick up the Nintendo Switch controller, and now that I dream about it. Like every night I have dreams about floating in the ocean with my mom, and we keep like finding jewels and watches and money bags and food and all this stuff, and we grab it. It's very much, and this is how I've always been too, video games become my dreams. So that's been a new thing. My island is called Ponca Island because I grew up in Ponca Hills in Omaha, Nebraska. So it's called Ponca, and my name is Robin, and I look pretty much just like myself. Let's see. Oh, like I mentioned, night gardener. I gardened the last 2 days, and I hurt my back doing it, but I don't care. I've wanted an herb garden. I haven't had an herb garden since I lived in Thousand Oaks, California, which was I don't know, the last year I lived there was probably 2013 or 14 or something, maybe even, I don't know, but it's been a long time, and I really missed it because I'm an herb fanatic, especially parsley and dill, which I eat on everything. So it's been stupid that I haven't been growing my own herbs, but I planted every kind of herb there is. Damien planted tomatoes. I planted cucumbers, thyme, oregano, basil, chives. I love chives. Oh my God. Cilantro, mint in its own little area since it spreads or whatever. We'll see how it goes. I feel like the Pacific Northwest climate is pretty easy to garden in when you want to do this kind of stuff. So we'll see. Let me go look at my calendar. Hi, Frankie. I'm on day 12, I think. I finished day 12 of my Yoga with Adriene. I'm going to give a huge shout out to Yoga with Adriene. Adriene, I don't know her name, Mishler, I think. Whoa! And thanks to Allison Hurst, curator at The Modern in Fort Worth, for introducing me to that yoga class on YouTube, because this has been truly, I don't want to be hyperbolic, and I'm not being hyperbolic, but it's been truly, truly, truly transformative for me. This whole quarantine was really getting me down. I wasn't feeling good about anything, like at all. I was, obviously, a lot of us are feeling that. I was feeling horrible 24/7, having horrible dreams about coroners, cars visiting me, and all of this crazy stuff. And then I started Yoga with Adriene, the 30-day challenge, and I'm like happy. I'm alive. I'm balanced. I'm taking care of shit. I'm a better artist. I'm good to people. I'm happier. I don't dwell on shit. I'm not worried about my life ending. I'm just kind of like, hell yes, I feel good. So Yoga with Adriene is a big hell yes. Sweets, I did cave and I ate some yellow cake with chocolate frosting, my favorite dessert of all time. I ate some of that yesterday and today. No big deal. Guess what? I'm not sweating it. I loved it. But other than that, I've been staying away from dessert items. What else? That's about it for me. I don't want to go too long today because I feel like that's all I do. Before we read, announcements. I have this week, I have some artwork with Western Exhibitions in Chicago in the NADA Fair. That's the New Art Dealers Alliance. It is found at thisisfair.org. That will open up on May 27th this week. And you can see one of my newest drawings that's available through this fair. They have a really amazing new profit sharing model that none of these art fairs are doing except them. And it's really interesting. So go to that website, check it out. I'll put a link in the description. And this week will also be released a really fun conversation, a video. I interviewed another artist who I know a lot of you love named Dan Atto, Attoe. And so I interviewed him, my studio to his studio, back and forth via Zoom this weekend. You're going to see that. And it's not your typical dumb art with a capital A, boring ass interview. I'm asking him about pizza toppings. I'm asking him about sleep patterns. I'm asking him about sandwiches, about what he sings to his daughters at night, that kind of stuff. So it's way fun, way low-key, way casual. And also, this Saturday, if you guys want to check out a Zoom interview with me, you can go register on the Inman Gallery website. I'll put a link in the description for the direct link, but it's via Zoom. I will be in conversation with Carrie Inman, who I've known since I was about 20, and it's really exciting. She has a very large piece of mine that she's going to ask me some questions about. So if you want to catch that at 1 p.m., go register, and I'll see you there. I don't know if you can do questions and all that, but I think you can. Hold on while I take a drink. I'll be right back. I do want to say, I really am feeling balanced for the first time in my entire life. I never thought I would ever find the day where being balanced was even a half of a possibility, but it is. And I'm also being very forgiving of myself. Oh, really quick, before I forget, about all of that, I'll be posting about it all week. If you need an easier way to get to it, this info for both the fair and also the Inman Gallery talk. Inman Gallery in Houston, Texas, by the way. So follow me on Instagram. It's Robin_O'Neill, ROBYN_ONEIL. All right, that's it. I had to write those announcements down or I was going to forget. Now, what we're reading today, I've read on this podcast before. This is Kenneth Koch. That's Koch. If I'm pronouncing his name wrong, I am really sorry. I think that's it. I tried looking into it. I couldn't figure it out. This is Wishes, Lies, and Dreams, Teaching Children to Write Poetry. And it's an amazing, for any of you teachers out there, I think it'd be good for even college-age students. Honestly, I know that is not what professors want to hear, but it gives prompts to kids. He taught in Manhattan at PS 61, and all these children got excited about reading and writing poetry. So anyway, this book was first published in 1970, and I think my book is from 99. It's easy to find. Again, click the link in the description, and you can find it and buy it for yourself, which I highly recommend, especially to you guys teaching kids during quarantine, if they're not going back to school. That way you have, fun, interesting prompts for some wonderful poetry that your kids can make, especially if they're in elementary school, 6th grade and down, I would say. And this is truly, I think this is my favorite poetry book, to be honest with you. I mean, it's definitely in my top 5. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, I don't remember which poems I read previously, but I'm just, if I'm rereading one, I really don't care, and I don't think you will either. And it's been a long time ago anyway. So this is from the section called I Used to, But Now. because that was a prompt where you prompt for the kids. Like, I used to be a baby, but now I'm in 3rd grade or whatever. But of course, the kids are way more creative than that. So here is one of them from a 3rd grader. A colorful dream. I used to be a nurse, but now I am a dead person. I always was Mr. Coke, but now I am Mrs. 7-Up. I wish I had a peanut, but now I wish I had a doll. I wish I were in 1st grade, but now I'm in nursery school. I am a pink, but now I'm a yellow pink. I used to be a glass, but now I'm a cup. I wish I were a king, but I am a rock. I used to make cakes to eat, but now I make mud pies to eat. And that is by Thomas Rogaski, 3rd grader. Writing better poems than you are. Just kidding, I don't know who I'm talking. I'm talking to me. Definitely better than any poem I've written. All right, now we're going to read a 5th grader, Joel London. And I have a note at the side of this that says, this might be the greatest poem of all time. So that's saying a lot, but let's reread it. I have all these marked, so I don't know the last time I read this one, but if I said that, it must be pretty good. Okay, it's called That's Odd. I am very unusual. People called me odd, and this is why. I used to cry when everyone else laughed, but now I laugh when everyone else cries. I used to be born in 1957. But now I'm born in 1857 because my birth certificate was written wrong. I used to be married, but now I'm divorced. Yet today is my 6th birthday. I used to hate a person whose name I don't want to mention, but now I still hate her. I used to throw water balloons, but now I don't because one landed in a place I don't want to mention. I used to be able to only scream, but now all I can do is whisper because of a voice defect. Joel London, where are you? I just kind of fell in love with Joel London. This is absolutely insane. Whoo! My heart's beating crazy. I love the part. I like how he said, I don't want to mention. And then that landed in a place I don't want to mention. And yeah, whoa, man. I mean, Joel may have grown up to be a serial killer or something, but I'm okay with Joel. Whatever Joel ended up being is amazing. God, I hope he really didn't have a voice defect. I hope that was just out of his imagination. Let's do one more. Let's just pick a random page. I'm going to this one. All right. This is a 4th grader named Concepcion Dipini. Concepcion. I love that name. I hope I'm saying that right, too. Okay, this is called My Only Lover Boy. When he was down in the yard, and when I was in the window with my father and mother, and him with his mother and father, too, and my mother was staring at me, and father said, "You ugly, and little thing, what are you looking at?" And I said, "At my only and lover boy." And father said, "What is his name?" I said, "His name is Bobby Perez, and I love him a lot." And so I was 23 years old when I got married with my only and lover boy, and he was 24, just a year more than me. Concepcion Dipini, everybody! Wow. Well, what did you guys think of today's poems? Are you going to go buy Wishes, Lies, and Dreams by Kenneth Koch, or are you going to ignore my advice? Do you hate these poems? Do you hate me? Do you hate the fact that I talk about casseroles all the time? Do you hate the sounds of my herb garden? Do you hate life right now? Do you hate yourself? Do you hate your parents? Do you hate your brother? Do you hate your sister? Do you hate the sun? Be angry at the sun, as Robinson Jeffers says. All right, let's wrap this up. You guys remember, check in with me on the thing with Inman Gallery, Zoom. 1 p.m. Saturday. And this week, I'll be mentioning on Instagram all the other stuff. And as I close out, I ask you to eat an apple. I'm back to my 4 o'clock apple, feeling good. Brush your dog or cat. They need that. Look up a new recipe and then make the new recipe. Wear your favorite t-shirt and then look at yourself in the mirror and wink at yourself. Play Animal Crossing and reach out to me if you want to visit my island. Plant a cactus. Plant some cilantro. Write someone you admire a letter of gratitude for whatever it is you admire about them. Get enough sleep. Be kind to the divorced. And in In closing, I'd like to go back to the Chekhov quote I love so much. We all need this right now. We shall find peace. We shall hear angels. We shall see the sky sparkling with diamonds. I love you guys. Have a good night.